Just answer the last question ha kasi naputol. Yung isasagot nyo is 0. It's the number since it's quantum number. So number talaga ang sagot nyo ha. For azimuthal, yung kanina sa sodium, di ba, ang ending nun is 3s1. So kaniyang azimuthal is 0 kasi S is being represented by the number 0. It just means na ano, na yung orbital ng last electron ng sodium is spherical. Okay? Wait lang, let's admit them para hindi sila mahuli. Sige, isulat ko ulit yung configuration ng ating sodium ha. Sodium is 1123, so that's, excuse me, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. Tapos, na-identify na natin ang principal quantum number kanina, that is 3. And then, yung azimuthal quantum number, that's 0. Before nag-end, sabi ko sa inyo, for numbers 2, 3, and 4, the angular, the magnetic, and the spin, ang titingnan lang natin is yung last configuration. Okay? Kasi yung sa principal quantum number kanina, it's the number, itong malalaking number, and it doesn't matter if nasa huli siya or nasa gitna. But the rest of the quantum numbers, yung last configuration lang talaga ang titingnan. Okay? Sige. Let's continue. I'll give you more examples later. Tapusin ko lang siya hanggang spin quantum number para diretso-diretso tayo later. Now, number 3, we have the magnetic quantum number. And this is being represented by the symbol M or ML. So, M or ML ha. L yan siya actually. Okay? So, how about this one? What is being represented by the magnetic quantum number? It is representing the orientation of an orbital around the nucleus. So again, it represents the orientation of an orbital around the nucleus. Now, yung values neto can be -2, -1, 0, +1 to +2. So ito yung during high school, I just don't know ha if meron kayo neto sa high school. Ito yung nagsusulat kayo ng box and then nilalagyan niyo siya ng arrow. Okay? Pero nakadepende yan siya sa last na configuration. Pag S ang last na configuration, di ba sabi ko sa inyo kanina, pag S, isang orbital lang yan. Okay? And then pag isang orbital, ang orbital na yan is represented by the number 0. Okay? Pero pag P ang kanyang last na configuration, ilang orbital nga yon? Tatlo. Tatlong orbital yan siya. And then, ang pag-number nyo sa bawat orbital, you start sa gitna with 0, and then yung sa right, lagyan nyo siya +1, and then dito sa left, -1. So may mga numbers yung bawat orbital. Para hindi kayo malito, you locate the center and you number it as 0. Positive to the right, negative to the left. And then the D class, so nagsulat ako kanina ng D, meron siyang 5 orbitals. 5 orbitals naman pag B. And then again, lagay nyo dito, 0 sa gitna. Okay? So, +1, +2. Dito sa kabila, -1, -2. Ganyan yung numbering ha. And then yung last, F is 7 kabuok. So again ha, number gihapon inyuhang answer for this, but later na. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. And then you locate the center, that's 0. Positive sa, pwede siyang hanggang positive 3 by the way dito ha. Kung F, pero seldom kasi lang tayo umaabot ng F. Most of the time, it's D. Kaya siya positive 2, negative 2 nakalagay dyan. Negative 1 dito, negative 2, and then negative 3. Now, how will you know? Ganito siya ha. Sabi ko kanina, tingnan nyo yung last na configuration. It's 3s1. So, S yung gagamitin natin. And then, isang orbital lang talaga yan siya. And that is 0. So, automatic plus yung M mo dito is actually 0. Wala ka na kasing ibang number dyan. 0 lang. Okay? Now, ilang electron ito? Meron kang isang electron dyan. 3s1 man. Yan yung idodraw mo dito sa loob ng orbital. Okay? Isang electron. So, 0 yan siya. Automatic. Now, moving on with the spin quantum number or the MS, pwede din S. Lagay ko na nga siya S. Okay. Sa S kasi, ang titingnan mo lang kung yung arrow kasi yung nilalagay, di ba? Pataas or pababa. Pag ang arrow na nilagay mo is going up, that's automatically positive 1/2. Pag it's going down, it's negative 1/2. Actually, we can use other numbers, positive 1 and negative 1. Pwede din naman. Pero most of the time, we use the 1/2 and the negative 1/2. Pag pataas, positive. Pag pababa, negative. Now, ito, isang arrow lang ang nilagay natin kasi nga isang electron lang naman yung nandyan sa last configuration. So, always draw first yung pataas na arrow. So, since pataas na arrow yan siya, automatic, you write here sa spin quantum number, positive 1/2. Okay? So, that's it. The spin quantum number actually determines the spin or the rotation. Kanina, it's the orientation of the orbital surrounding the nucleus. This time, sa spin naman is the direction of the spin or the rotation. Kasi diba, nag-move naman yung electron in the orbital. So, yung kanyang direction yan siya sa spin or sa kanyang rotation. Pag pataas, positive 1/2. Pag pababa, negative 1/2. So, literally, quantum numbers are numbers. But, marami siyang nire-represent. Isa-isa sila. Okay? So, please take note ha. No two electrons have the same quantum numbers. Iba-iba talaga yan sila ng quantum numbers. So please take note of that. We will have an example. And then later on, you will be answering this one. So nakalagay dito ha. Meron tayong mga elements and then syempre you write first the electron configuration. Tapos, you identify principal, azimuthal, magnetic, and the spin. So, again, literally, numbers ang ilalagay dyan. Then, after that, you answer the following. By the way, handwritten ito ha. Handwritten ito. Tapos, picturean nyo lang, tapos isubmit nyo siya sa Schoology. I'll be making a submission din there. Nabigay ko na itong activity last time. Tama, di ba? Nabigay ko na ito. So, I believe you have printed this already. So, diretso na lang kayo answer for the remaining time. Okay? So, nandito pa lang sodium. Pero take note ha, meron siyang charge. Paki-consider ng charge in making. I need a clean one. Let's have another example. Oxygen, 8, 16. 8 yung atomic number, 16 ang atomic weight or atomic mass. So, syempre, yung gagamitin natin is the atomic number. You write first the electron configuration. So, hindi ko gusto mo adto sa taas. I hope naggawa kayo ng sarili ninyo na ano ha, yung pasunod, yung sequence natin sa electron configuration. Naman mo'y copy din ha, di ba? Sige, you follow using your copy. 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. Tama? 2 plus 2, 4 plus 4, it's 8. So, yan lang talaga yung electron configuration ng ating oxygen kasi nga 8. 8 yung kanyang atomic number, that means 8 ang kanyang protons, 8 din ang kanyang electron. Okay? So, let's start with the quantum numbers N, the L, the M, and the spin. Starting with the N, what is the principal quantum number here?
2 po.
Okay, so sabi ko kanina, ang titingnan sa principal quantum number, itong malalaking number. Kung ano yung pinakamalaki sa kanila, yan yung principal quantum number. Do not add ha, kasi kagaya nito, dalawa yung 2. It's really 2. Do not add. Ha? Do not add. And then, meaning yan, oxygen is nasa period number 2. So, pwede niyo yan siyang tingnan sa periodic table. Now, next, moving on, azimuthal, magnetic, and spin. What I told you a while ago, ang titingnan lang natin is yung last configuration. So, it's 2p4. And then, for azimuthal quantum number, ang titingnan yung letter dyan sa last na configuration. Kasi, di ba, it is represented by numbers. S is 0, 1, 2, and then 3. Now, since this is P, therefore, ang azimuthal quantum number ng oxygen is 1. Okay, it's 1. Okay, that's P ha, ang last. And then, magnetic quantum number. Starting with the magnetic, you draw the orbitals. But you have to consider this one. The last one is P. So, pag P, meron kang tatlong orbitals. Pag P ha, nasulat ko yan kanina. Tatlong orbitals. Pangit. Erase. Wait lang. Okay, ganyan siya ha. And then sabi ko sa inyo kanina, you locate the center, that's automatically 0. And then sa right, positive 1. Sa left, negative 1. Tapos, you fill in this one. Ito di ba yung electrons, yung maliit na number. Next, sabi ko kanina, arrow up muna before arrow down. Tapos, pag fill in yun neto class, isa-isa muna before pairing up. Ha? Dili pwede na isa niya duha na po. Isa-isa lang sa. So, apat yan ha. So, that is 1, isa-isa, 2, 3, and then before ka mag-pair. Okay? Before ka mag-pair. Isa-isa bawat orbital before mag-pair. Now, how will you know the magnetic quantum number? Yung last mong sinulat. Ito yung last nating sinulat, right? Ito yung last na sinulat. So, kung saan siya nakalagay, yan yung iyong magnetic quantum number. Nasa negative 1 siya na orbital. So, yan yung isusulat mo dyan. Negative 1. Kanina kasi, sodium is 0. So, wala ka na talaga ibang susulat dyan. 0 na lang talaga. Now, ito, since it's P, so isulat mo muna lahat ng electrons dyan sa last configuration. Ang pinaka-last na electron na sinulat mo, yan yung magnetic quantum number. Okay? And then, yung last pa rin dito sa spin, yung last pa rin na quantum number, ay na electron, I mean. So, ito pa rin yun, yung pinaka-last na sinulat natin. And then, take note, it's going down. So, sabi ko kanina, pag going down, negative 1/2. So these are the sets of the quantum numbers for our oxygen. Questions or clarifications? Wala. Let's try the last one. Let's have the D. Tapos you answer na the activity. Ano yung D na sinulat ko kanina? It's copper, right? Copper 6429. Copper 6429. So, syempre, 29. It's the atomic number. So, that means yan yung proton, yan din yung electrons niya. Wait lang. Plus. Okay? So, sulat natin yung configuration. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d9. Wait. 2 plus 2, 4, plus 6, 10, plus 2, 12, plus 6, 18. Oh, sorry. Forgot that 2. 18 plus 2, 20, and then plus 9, 29. Okay? Next, let's have the principal, the azimuthal, the magnetic, and the spin. Sige, what is the principal quantum number here? May principal quantum. Adja?
3, ma'am.
It's?
3 po. 3.
Oh,
Ay,
no, it's 4 actually. Dahil lang nawala akong pen. Na siya malocate. It's actually 4. Okay, so sabi ko kanina, you have to look at the number. Ay, wait lang ha. Log, manggudak lang. USB hub. Wala akong pen. We cannot write. Okay, that's it. 3, 3, 4, and then 3. So, ang pinakamalaki sa kanila, yan yung principal quantum number. So, ulitin ko, it doesn't matter kung nasa huli siya or nasa gitna siya, just like this. Basta siya ang pinakamalaki, yan yung principal quantum number. Okay? Gagamitin mo itong last na configuration dito na sa tatlo, azimuthal, magnetic, and the spin. Okay? Hindi mo siya talagang necessarily gagamitin for the principal kasi depende yun sa pinakamalaki sa kanila. Okay? Now, azimuthal, it's the orbital or the subshell. I mean, it's the subshell. So, titingnan mo na ngayon ito. So, dito muna gagamitin yung SPDF. May number 0, 1, 2, and then 3. So, since this is D, so D is represented by the number 2. Yan yung isusulat mo dyan. It's 2. Okay? Tapos, since it is D, ilang kabuk orbital ang nasa D?
5 po.
5. So, yeah, tama. It's 5. So, magda-draw ka ng 5 na orbitals dyan. And then, sabi ko, i-locate yung center. That's automatically 0, positive 1, positive 2. Ito sa kabila, negative 1, negative 2. Tapos, i-fill in mo yung electrons. So, ito lang ha. Itong 9. Pag azimuthal, ito ang titingnan mo, the letter. Pag dating mo sa magnetic, it's the number. It's the number of electrons sa last configuration. So, isusulat mo siya dito sa orbital. Again, going up first. And then, singly first before pairing up. Meaning, isa-isa muna na orbital before ka mag-pair. So, ano yan? 9. So, isa-isa muna. Pataas ha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, mag-pair ka na. Pero going down na siya. So, this is 6, 7, 8. And then, take note of the last one. This is the last one here. Change na ko ang color ha. Kaya mo ni ang last na to na isulat. So kung saan mo siya last sinulat, yan yung magnetic quantum number and that is positive 1. So positive 1 siya na orbital. And then it's going down. Therefore, the spin quantum number is negative.
Negative 1/2.
Very good. That's it. That's the electron configuration as well as the set of quantum numbers for our copper. Questions or clarifications before mo magsugod og answer sa inyong activity? Sira ninyo niha tapos i-send ninyo sa Schoology. Handwritten. Picturean lang ninyo. I'll post the submission din. Tapos group 5, please prepare for your report on this on Tuesday. This is included sa exam. Yeah, may changes if positively charged or negatively charged ang electron. Saan ang change mag-start? Siyempre dito sa electron configuration. So for example, meron itong positive 1. So pag nag-positive 1 yan siya, meaning hindi na 29 yung electrons. 28 na lang. Kasi positive 1, meaning mas marami yung kanyang protons. Pag 28 na lang, syempre mag-change din ito. Magiging 3d8 na lang ang ending nito kasi 28 na lang man siya. Okay? 3d8 na lang ha. Kasi 3d9 kanina kung 29. Na pag 3d8 siya, yung principal ganun pa rin kasi 4 pa rin naman yung kanyang highest dyan. Okay? 4 pa rin yung principal quantum number. Ang azimuthal, it's the same thing too kasi ang ending niya D pa rin naman. So sabi ko kanina sa inyo, pag azimuthal, yung titingnan yung last na configuration and then yung letter. So D. Ganun pa rin naman ang D, it's 2. Ang magbabago dyan, yung magnetic and ang spin. Okay? Kasi 8 electrons na lang ito. So, meaning niyan, ganyan na siya, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, ito yung magiging last na electron. Ito. Wala yung kanina, di ba? Kasi dito yung kanina. So, kulang naman na siya ng isa. Ito na yung last. So, instead, hindi na siya positive 1. 0 na siya dito. Kasi that will be the last electron. And then, pababa pa rin siya. So, pwedeng parehas ang spin since pababa pa rin naman. So, it's negative 1/2. So, ang nagbago dyan is the magnetic. Oo, empty lang ang remaining box. Depende sa number of electrons. Paano makuha ang M at S? Sa magnetic quantum number, again, ito pa rin ang titingnan nyo, ang last configuration pa din, tapos gagamitin nyo yung number of electrons dyan. So this time, it's 9. So, D9 man yan siya. Pag D, so sabi ko kanina, pag D, meron yan siyang 5 orbitals. Dito nyo ipapasok yung 9 na yan. So, kaya dinraw ko siya kanina. Ito yung magnetic quantum number. Ang magnetic quantum number, ito yung last na electrons sa last na configuration. Ipapasok nyo siya dyan sa orbital. So, bakit 5 ito? Kasi nga ang ending D. Okay? For D na subshell, meron siyang 5 orbital. Kaya nag-draw ako ng 5 squares. And then itong 5 squares na ito are represented by numbers. So, ganito yung numbering niya. Locate nyo yung center para dili mo malibog. If 0 ang sa center, tapos positive going to the right. Positive 1, positive 2. Dito sa kabila, negative 1, negative 2. So, for the magnetic quantum number, again, isulat nyo lahat yung 9 electrons dyan. Kung wala yung charge ha, 3d9 yan siya. isulat mo siya dyan sa loob. Isa-isa muna. 1, and then going up una. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So kung saan yung last na electron, so kung saang orbital siya napunta, yan yung magnetic quantum number. So kaya sinulat ko kanina, it's positive 1. Okay? Tapos, ang sa spin naman is ang titingnan mo lang yung direction ng arrow mo. So, ang last pa rin yun siya na electron. Ito pa rin yun. So, going down man siya. Pag going up, it's positive 1/2. Pag going down, it's negative 1/2. So, dalawang answer lang talaga yung sa spin. Positive or negative 1/2. So, ito, since ang last natin na electron is going down, negative 1/2. Okay? So, that's how you know the magnetic and the spin. I will be, kung wala ng question, I will be closing the Zoom kasi I have to convert and then upload the recording para matingnan niyo siya agad. For example, may na-confuse kayo na part, matingnan niyo siya agad. If you have further questions, you may reach me doon sa GC natin. Pwede kayong mag-chat doon kung meron kayong question. Anyway, i-extend ko lang yung submission of the activity 5 para if ever during answering nakalimutan nyo paano siya kunin or na-confuse kayo, you may go back sa recording natin. Okay? Questions? Other pa before tayo close nito, you may eat your lunch and then you may start answering and then please wait for the link of the after of the discussion. Yes, Erica.
Ma'am, kansa ang deadline, ma'am?
Wait lang, mag-isip sa ko. Sa adlaw ron? Tuesday? Tuesday, so dapat Sige, I will extend the deadline up to Saturday para you will have ample time to answer this one. Kasi baka kung ako ang ipasubmit karon man good. Nga. Sige, dili mo makahuman. So, until Saturday ang extension nito.